More than 2,000 people have settled around and in these forests. This prompted the National Forestry Authority in 2019 to start evicting people from the forests, leaving many homeless. With numerous complaints about the uncivil of eviction by National Forestry Authority enforcement team, local leaders led by the area MPs, local council 5 chairpersons, L3 chairpersons, RODCs and affected communities to hold a meeting with NFA officials to discuss about the matter. Presenting the findings during the meeting, the leaders led by the area MP of Aringa North constituency, Godfrey Nzima, local council 3 and local council 5 chairpersons of Koboko and Yumbe districts accused NFA officials of failing to engage local leaders in the eviction processes, which they say is illegal.
When the staff from National Forestry Authority entered for eviction, my office was not involved. The LC3 chairpersons here in Aringa North were not involved, and therefore people were not involved in the entire process. That's why there was a lot of chaos, there was a lot of distraction and the rest of it. And in my view, it was not proper. When you see the contention people are expressing before you, it is because of nothing but lack of land for cultivation and therefore to enhance their well-being.
As of the actions, I'm not happy because they did not involve us as leaders. They did not notify that they're going for an eviction. Last week, they went and did serious destruction. They burned houses, destroyed buildings, they were burning. I got over 500 people who were stranded in the forest.
Honorable Godfrey Nzima, the Member of Parliament for Aringa North constituency, accused the NFA officials of aiding illegal logging by giving permits to well-known officials to cut logs in the forest contrary to the law of the country.
The enforcement should not be driven by hypocrisy. I believe that most of these lorries that ferry charcoal, you people are aware of them, and sometimes even possibly you could be the ones clearing the way for them. When you look at the destruction, around 95% of those who destroy the forest are not the people around the forest.
However, the affected locals are also demanding National Forestry Authority to allow them harvest their ready crops in the forest, avail their impounded items and also compensate those whose animals and houses were burnt by the forest enforcement team.
I understand others were removed by your officials. They are still conniving with the local, that public land is owned by the Department of Forest.
During the engagement, the Executive Director for Northern Forestry Authority, represented by Robert Owinyi, the NFA Range Manager for Western Region, denied the allegations but rather says
the need to protect Central Forest Reserves, including Mount K, are provided for under the legal frameworks of this country. At the end of the eviction exercise that took place in Mount K last year, we recovered more than 28,000 hectares that had been destroyed by encroachers.
He says government doesn't have plans to compensate those affected, but rather continue with the eviction processes until the encroached forest is recovered.
On compensation of people who are removed from the forest reserve, I want to say as NFA we don't have that program to compensate encroachers who are removed from Central Forest Reserves, because it is even not provided for in the law that we have.
The leaders here, however, say with the increased population which has mounted pressure on land, government needs to degazette about 40 hectares of the total land to resettle the affected people, since the free land in the region has been occupied by refugees. Adid Rasul, NTV News.